teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Pasadena, California, in the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on last year's national champions, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Takes the handoff. They bring it down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype of the playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
Finds an open target on the left side. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Dropping back, it's DeMarco. Short connection to the tight end here. He brought down. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
And the Red Raiders lining up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Defense is coming after him. He's got it near the end zone. Defense makes the saving tackle at the 3.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times, you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming third down call.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Back to throw again. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. You come out in a playoff game, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And it's 7-0 after the BAT. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
2nd down play coming up. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
We saw them at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
He escapes the pocket. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Boilermakers. As they fight back here in this playoff game.
Somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown. There's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Makes a quick catch.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
The completion makes it second and short. Action fake, looking to throw. Here's a target, and it's complete. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Looking to pass. It's DeMarco. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. He's going to try to return the punt. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So the Boilermakers offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop it. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Second down now after the sack. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Going to try to use his legs here. A sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, we'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which can open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. He's looking to scramble. Catch made down near the 10, and he's still going. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. And the Boilermakers will line up to kick it away. First punt of the game now, looking to pin him back deep. Ball rolls dead, and the coverage team downs it right there.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. And, of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. offense getting set. Second down play here. Scanning the field. It's DeMarco. Lets it go quickly. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looking deep to the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his second touchdown alone here in the first half.
The Red Raiders will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He'll field it close to the 50. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So Purdue's offense trots back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Dropping back. It's DeMarco. Pass not complete. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Makes a quick grab.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's a short completion to the big tight end. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Purdue has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking downfield. It's DeMarco. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offensive coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Some hard running there through a tackle.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wide out. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texas Tech. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. The freshman with a little too much air under that one. Getting set. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Recovered by the defense, and they're on the move. Touchdown, Red Raiders. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. Potential momentum shift there. They scoop up the fumble and score.
Well, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up. I'm going to score myself.
And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
Nice play action call here by this offense.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Grabbed by the receiver. Breaking free at the 35. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Boilermakers. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He makes the grab. Moves the ball right across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense. And this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. There's the handoff. Has the first down and more. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 31.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
So the Boilermakers offense heads back out onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the Salk are able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Third down out of the shotgun. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Boy, third down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Touchdown, Purdue. He wins the foot race to the end zone. Kicking team on now for the extra point.
Chris, this guy's listed as a tight end, but to me, he's really a wide receiver. Here's an example of how he can use his size and speed to overmatch this defense for a touchdown.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. quick completion to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. Not much of the game there, Kirk. The defense paying close attention to the tight end.
Yeah, really good coverage that time. They're aware of exactly where he is on the field. They took him away completely. I gave him a completion, but not many yards.
Caught by the receiver. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Looking downfield, it's DeMarco. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And the Red Raiders keep the football on the move.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain. Pass complete. It's second down now. They're going to run it. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 20. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Kirk just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but just no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that.
A pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. A chance to score. Touchdown, Texas Tech. Still no answer for this offense.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he starts with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, and a touchback would have been a better idea. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. A deep shot to the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Forced out of bounds after a big game. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot.
Makes the diving grab there. That was beautiful. The Boilermakers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Ball handed to the running back. Fighting him off. They finally stop him, but a solid play sets him up. First and goal at the 9.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
No gain makes it 2nd and goal from the 9. Keeps it on a design run. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. QB keeper all the way. Mowers all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Looks like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed on that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
Start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. To the air, it's DeMarco. Bringing pressure. The pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable.
Breaks into the open. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the pass falls incomplete on the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Red Raiders will kick it away to get us going in the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end. He lost the ball. It's a wild scramble. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it, and you can't hold on to the football.
Can't reach the goal line. They tackle him inside the 5. The Red Raiders will line up here on first down and goal. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Loses the ball behind the line. The defense scoops it up.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hand on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
So Purdue's offense trots back out on the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere with a loss of the play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looks right for a quick completion. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time. And the Boilermakers will have to punt this one away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And that punt will just bounce away from the returner and out of bounds, so no return. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. Frustration in the last drive. They moved into plus territory, but coughed it up. Can't afford that down on the scoreboard now. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
The Red Raiders will try to keep this drive moving. First down and 10. To throw, it's DeMarco. Pressure is coming. Receiver makes the grab, and this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Just a great play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a form tackle while driving the offensive player back in the process.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
And now they'll run it on the draw. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, a lot of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.
The pass rush closing in. And that pass falls incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And it's good right down the middle.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Moves out of the pocket. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. You stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Purdue. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they've got the return corralled. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. They were fortunate option to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Looking to pass. It's DeMarco. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there. And the Red Raiders starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Back in motion now. Looking to throw again. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to walk after catching the ball.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick throw to the left side. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there.
You know, as a quarterback, you end up having one of those days that everybody wants to talk about. How'd you do it? What a big day throwing the football the way he has today. Well, it takes catches like this and efforts like this to be able to allow you to have a great game.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to scramble. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
2nd down after that previous play. Dropping back, it's DeMarco. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
You talk about being in the zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
The coach deciding to go for 2 here to cut the margin to 3 points. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Running out of time in the pocket. Let's it fly to the wideout. And he makes the grab in the end zone. The 2-pointer gets him back within a field goal. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On 1st down, it's play action. Swarm with a pass rush. He's sacked.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Try to catch the defense with the draw. And tackled there by the defense.
Great response by this offense after losing all those yards. Now they got a chance here on 3rd down. You run the football, find a lane, pick up a good chunk, and now they have a chance here on this 3rd and medium.
The important 3rd down play coming up. Purdue has the lead here. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He's running out of time here. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up fourth down.
Boy, a questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on fourth down and short.
It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on fourth down. And he drops back in the gun. And receiver makes the catch. Moves the ball out across the 30. It's good for a first down.
Oh, the defense blows an opportunity. You get them to fourth down, a chance to get the ball back to your offense, and instead it's a first down, and now this one could be over.
Ball handed off. Breaking tackles.
Yeah, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Gain makes it second and medium. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Offense facing a third and short from the 41, and they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. And the Boilermakers pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, caught to the right. We finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The penalty backs up the offense. It's 1st and 15. Being thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Delivers quickly to the left side. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers. How to try to slow this guy down.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. They face 3rd and short here in the playoff and the 10th play of this drive. They make the tackle, but the offense now set up for the first down at the 21. The Boilermakers will have 1st and 10 here. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Hand it off for a draw. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Hey, how about the quarterback here with his eyes downfield, selling the pass to open that play up? But, man, offensive line, really good job of selling and then getting upfield to that second level to be able to pick up some key blocks.
Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Boy, what a job by this defensive line getting the penetration to blow up the back in the backfield. Here they are knocking on the door at the 1-yard line for an easy touchdown, but the defensive line's quickness and jumping the count allows them into the backfield for a nice loss.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from a 7. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Boilermakers. Because this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. Looking to throw. It's DeMarco. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
And now the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down. The Red Raiders hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
It's a good positive game by the offense, and it's enough for the first down. They're already looking to get up to the line of scrimmage and get this play called to go some up-tempo. The defense has got to be alert to this and get their call and get ready to play.
Pass caught. Second down now.
That's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down. And the Red Raiders look to keep this drive moving. And looking to throw now on first down. Quickly. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this
Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Tech. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
Well, you talk about a dream performance by this guy. That's his 4th receiving touchdown of this game. We knew he'd have chances to make plays, but I don't think anybody expected 4 touchdowns.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Quick pass, the catch is made. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down play coming up for this offense. Grinding away on the ground. To get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. First down here for this offense. Handoff from the shotgun. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away to secure the victory? Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, the defense is ready for that one. Good job of being able to hold the edge to this defense, showing the speed that they needed to bring him down. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. On third down, he drops to throw. The pocket breaking down. Can't get it away. The defense has got away. Huge stop at this stage of the game.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the fourth quarter.
Fourth down, they'll punt it away here. See if he can make something happen with the return. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. Looking to throw. It's DeMarco. Defense is coming after him. Cannot get the throw. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. Let's see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking for a late deep shot. And he throws his third interception of the day. Could take it all the way. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing him the game.
And the quarterback just kneels down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.